keyword in the domain name, keyword in the title tag, H1, H2, content, anchor text. I went through these. Like, you don't need to know any other on-page optimization for these local SEO. You don't have to worry about schema. If you want to do schema, great, learn it and do it. You don't want to have to worry about the GMB URL, none of those things. If you want to make $500 a month, what I'm teaching is enough. This information is enough to make $500 a month, and then you just rinse and repeat, find more low-hanging fruits. Okay. Now, today we're going to go over here. We're going to go and show you how to build trust, okay, and power. And I'm going to talk about this, right? We covered it a little bit yesterday, but we're going to take an example and we're going to start doing. So Mike here is already put together a website that is already built. We're going to pick on it, right? If you guys can see, let me close this. This is the website that Mike has put together, concreteessentialsco.com. His title tag says local concrete contractor near me, Victorville, Appleberry, Hesperia, something, something. He's got a pop-up, he's got a contact form, he's got this. Somebody here, I'm going to open it up to you. Pick on this and say, what has he not done as when it comes to keywords, titles? What could he have done better? What has he done right? Is there anything he should be doing? Give me your thoughts on page optimization, maybe, all of that stuff. Okay, anybody? Let's see who's got it. Okay, when you take a look at the site, right? Just the home page here. If Google, okay, we want to rank this in Google and we want to think like Google. Remember, I said Google is a bot. Let me start recording.
Could you scroll down so we can?
Recording. Hold on a second. Am I recording? I have no idea. Yeah, I'm recording. Awesome.
Yeah. Could you scroll down so we can see the?
Okay, here we go. We're scrolling down.
So I think the H1, I don't see it. That has the
keyword. So he says he doesn't see H1. You have H1 tags in there. If not, what is this? Is this H1? Is this H1? If not, put your keyword in the H1. Good one. He's missing an exact match. Okay, so Shazad and Frederick says this is not an exact match domain, which is not essentially wrong or incorrect. It's just if you had an exact match, it's going to let Google know a lot faster and so rank faster, right? So if Google is a bot, which we know Google is, it's not a manual person, right? When the bot comes and visits here, it knows it's something about concrete. We want to let Google
get from over there.
We want to let Google know what the niche is about. So it's concrete, and the geo is about. Okay, which we don't know from the URL. So the first #1 ranking factor Google takes is the URL. It does not fully understand. That's okay. But the #2 thing, when you go to the title tag here, Google you should unequivocally, absolutely, without a shadow of doubt, let Google know your main keyword here. In your case, you did a good job saying it's local concrete contractor, but then you put 3 different cities here. And now Google is confused. Should I show this website when somebody in Victorville is searching for concrete? Should I show this website when somebody in Apple Valley is searching? So should I show this in which freaking city? Does that make sense?
So basically, he needs a website for each city.
Not necessarily a website for each city. And if you have questions, please put it in the chat. I'm just going to mute you if you don't mind. But location page. So he's got location pages. So we want to have a location page for each, in which case he has it. So he has a Victorville. And if I go to the Victorville page over here, it actually says concrete driveway Victorville. That's not bad, right? But the home page should all be optimized for one main keyword, one main city, primarily in the city where you're getting the GMB in. Does that make sense? So in your case, I know you're putting it in Victorville. Is that in California? Okay. If you want to target Victorville, California, and the surrounding cities, right? This is a great place. You want to keep your main homepage targeting Victorville. Now, can you have this as a generic generic one and then have location pages? Absolutely. But the way I do it is going to be a lot easier is if you have the homepage for one and you put a GMB there. Why? Because it's awesome. 135,000 population comes in our ballpark. And if I do concrete contractors, Victorville, California, it's not bad actually. 5 reviews to 13 reviews, it's not bad. Right? Yelp, there's one company which is ranking, well, 2. It's not the lowest hanging fruit, but you can rank and get some calls going. Does that make sense? So if I take my, let me see if I can take my Google document. So guys, we can mute this over. Get that. Okay, thank you. So if I go here, right? His city, his homepage is this. Okay, let's quickly go over this. Come on-page optimization, right? The title tag or the meta title is best if you put in something like concrete, contractor, and your city, Victorville, California. Does that make sense? You don't have to put anything else there. Don't put the near me. You can put the near me in the content. By the way, the near me is a whole different. You don't even have to put near me. It's based on IP, and you can still come up with near me. But you can put the words near me in the content, right? But don't put the Apple Valley. You won't have a location page, which you have for Apple Valley. So when Google comes here, and if somebody is searching for concrete contractor Apple Valley, then Google knows this is the page and will show that page up. But with this, it can get confused. Does that make sense, Mike? Okay. He has 100 characters in the title tag. Yes, should be 60 max. 60, 65 is good. You don't want too many characters. Don't want to confuse Google. You've actually done a good job by saying local concrete contractor. So this is prime real estate. Title tag and URL. Title tag, URL. So you want to put your main keywords here. Good stuff. Okay. Let's see. So service pages, there are multiple locations. Do you prefer adding service pages? Okay. Siva Gopi asks, I have service pages. Should I have a service page and then location pages for each, or I have location pages, right? This is a location page for Victorville, and then he has one for, where was the Apple Valley? This is one for Apple Valley. How would I go about it? Because I want to rank this page not just for concrete driveway, I also want to rank it for concrete contractor, right? I want to rank it for driveway repair, right? I want to rank it for sidewalk, all the other services. So the way you can do it is 2 different ways, multiple ways, but 2 main ways, right? Number one, you can put your homepage as one, and then homepage / city, so Victorville, right? Homepage / city 2, which would be Apple Valley, maybe. I don't know what city, right? And then on the city 1, you can put / driveway repair, right? Under then another page like this / sidewalk repair. Does it make sense? Okay, so this page would be the main. The title tag would be concrete contractor city 1, which is whatever city you're in. This page would be title tag driveway, if I can spell that properly, repair city 1. Am I making sense here? Okay. Give me a 1 if I'm making sense. Give me a 2 if I'm like I'm confused as heck. Frederick says target 1 per page. Absolutely. 1 keyword. Rob says neighborhood location pages. We're going to go over that. Interlinking. Yep. No interlinking. Okay. 1. Good stuff. Okay. So once you do that, right, this is good. So you want to put up, remember what I said initially the other day? You want to have one good home page. You want to have about 5 to 10 service pages, right? And those service pages would be for the main homepage, main city. In your case, I think Victorville, I think we said, right? Victorville, I guess. Yeah. Right. And then you would have about 10 or so location pages, and you can have another 5 service pages for each of the location page. Right. So now you got 50, 60 pages website in